Welcome back to video 5 of this series. I'm Aaron Nightingale, owner of Nightingale LED Solutions and co-owner of the LED Costume Academy. I have over 10 years experience in wearable technology and soldering on the Las Vegas Strip. Hopefully you've watched the other videos of the series, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for upcoming videos. And please feel free to comment to help your fellow solderers out. This video will focus on quick repair, and for this example, replacing a resistor. There are more in-depth surface mount projects, such as installing a surface mount IC with 20 or 48 pin multi-controller, that maybe I will address in a later video, but this should give you an idea of how to use the rework hot air gun when soldering. I will also use an iron for the second resistor, so you are familiar, and both methods require some practice. This video will also walk you through how to determine values for surface mount resistors. If you have 3 digits on your resistor, the first 2 numbers are the number of the resistor, and the last number is the number of zeros. So for an example, on this LED strip, for the red resistor, it has a resistor labeled 331. The first 2 numbers are 3, 3, and the last number is 1, 0, making the resistor 330 ohm. For white, the resistor is 390. So the first 2 numbers of 3 and 9, but in this case, the 0 means 0 zeros for 39 ohms. If you have 4 digits, like on this soldering training PCB that is available on my Amazon affiliate store, the first 3 digits are the actual numbers, and the 4th digit is the number of zeros. So for this example, 1500 is 150 and 0 zeros for 150 ohms. Heading further down the board, a resistor with 2202 would be 220 and 2 zeros for 22,000 or 22k ohms. Another way to do it, put your meter on ohms, touching the 2 ends of the resistor, and in this case I get a reading of 21.99k ohms, which is within the plus or minus of 22k ohms. Using the PCB practice board, we'll say that one of the resistors is bad and needs to be swapped. We'll start with the rework station. Apply flux to both sides of the resistor. Use your rework heat gun. I have the temperature set at 750 as I don't know what type of solder was used by the company, so I want to make sure I have enough heat. Grasp the resistor with an ESD safe tweezer. Heating the resistor, you will see the solder start to turn fluid. Lightly pull up until the solder releases. Clean your surface with alcohol and add a tiny drop of solder to the pads. Add flux, and again using the hot air gun, we'll heat the solder and set the resistor into it. It should center up on its own, but you may need to give it a slight tweak. Remove the heat and hold in place until the solder solidifies. I recommend the 6337 due to its eutectic properties. Clean the board with alcohol and wipe residue away with a dry chem wand. I've switched to a Series C or bevel tip for the second swap. Apply flux to both sides of the resistor and heat one end. You can use a solder sucker or desoldering wick to suck up solder. Switch to the other side and repeat the process. Return to the first side and touch your iron while gently pulling up on the resistor. It should break free, but don't pull too hard to hurt the pad off the other side. Repeat the process on the second side, and it should be free. You may need to jump back and forth an extra time or two, and reapply flux as needed. Again, apply a small dab of solder to both sides of the PCB on the terminals. Clean with alcohol. Apply a little bit of flux to both sides. Place the resistor and touch your iron to one side. Do the same to the other side and the resistor should drop in. scrape any residual flux off with some alcohol. And we'll clean with a dry chem wipe. I hope this gave you a brief introduction to the rework and SMD level repairs, and I hope to see you in the next video.